MicroStrategy CEO and billionaire Michael Saylor gave shocking prediction about Bitcoin in a recent interview with Stephan Livera and Jimmy Song. He admitted that at this stage there are very little to no chances to fail with Bitcoin investment. No one is going to give you a red mark in Bitcoin space as long as you put your trust in the cryptocurrency. Because if you lose trust in Bitcoin, you can lose Bitcoin within 48 hours.
If you were to lose that trust, all the Bitcoin would leave within 48 hours.
Hey guys, and welcome to Investing Few. In today's video, I will break down Michael Saylor's booming interview. And according to Saylor, this is what you are doing wrong as a new investor in Bitcoin world. Also, at the end of this video, I will share with you latest Bitcoin news and updates. So, if you want to know more, stay tuned till the end of this video, because this video can be life-changing for you. But before we start, make sure to smash the like and subscribe buttons. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. This is what you are doing wrong in Bitcoin investment. The billionaire CEO, Michael Saylor, is among one of the few people who are die-hard fans of Bitcoin investment. His company, MicroStrategy, owns over 90,000 Bitcoins and is worth billions of dollars. Saylor has always been actively involved in educating people about cryptocurrency, more specifically Bitcoin. Recently, in an interview with Stephan Livera and Jimmy Song, Michael Saylor was asked to share his thoughts about the major mistakes that new Bitcoin investors make. Michael Saylor gave a detailed answer, along with a bunch of advices to people who compare Bitcoin with the fiat world, and how they should change their thinking perspective. Let's take a look at what Saylor had to say about this.
I think most people are still always used to an instantaneous response from a single server with a degree of fragility. Like I try to do something and I immediately get either a green check, or half the time I get rejected by the bank. You're not supposed to do that thing. And there's that sense of central authority and confirmation. And I think with the Bitcoin network, because it's so decentralized and fault tolerant, you do something, you don't get the immediate response. The good news is no one's going to give you a red mark and say you can't do it. The bad news is you have to be patient and wait 32 minutes for 3 confirmations to go through. And there is a degree of, the price we pay for this like post-apocalyptic, mission critical fault tolerance is that maybe 6 confirmations is better than 3 confirmations. And the wallet that you use or the software that you use may give you different feedback and may have different degrees of confirmation they require. So I think that a person that's not comfortable with Bitcoin, they're just used to a pass, fail, break, not break, instant thing. And when you get used to Bitcoin, you realize that there's an entire, quantum spectrum of like how confirmed something is. And it's a good thing, but you have to get used to a new paradigm.
There are very less chances to fail with Bitcoin. Michael Saylor also revealed that with Bitcoin investment, you are basically protecting yourself from corporate risk. He explained a number of reasons why Bitcoin is a more secure network compared to gold or fiat, both of which are physical things. This is what Saylor had to say about more security and low corporate risk associated with Bitcoin.
I think with regard to Bitcoin, the really nice thing about Bitcoin is you manage to take out so many layers of risk in this. You take out the political layer, you take out the corporate layer of risk, and because you take out so much complexity, then you've got fewer things to fail. And I guess the other thing you do is you take out the political attack surface. I think Bitcoin is like more secure because you can move $1 million of it from New York to Malta in an hour. And you can move it from one custodian to another, or you can personally custody it, or you can multi-sig it, like 3 people custody. So you don't have the option to simultaneously hold $1 million of gold with your cousin in Malta and yourself. So you don't have those options with physical things. You don't really have those options with fiat. But with Bitcoin, you have a lot of these security options, and I think that means you get functionality, but also I think that the lack of the political attack surface means that I can pass a law in New York City taxing gold because I know it's there. I know it's hard to move the gold, but there's no point in passing a law in New York City taxing Bitcoin. My point, of course, is if the tax is 100%, that's the risk, right? You lost it all. But I wouldn't really bother with regulation that might actually devalue the asset if I thought that it was impossible for the regulation to be successful. And so I think with Bitcoin, you protect yourself from the corporate risk because you don't have to trust a company. If you do trust a company, you've got 1,000 other companies, and they're all competing with each other to earn your trust. And as soon as if you were to lose that trust, all the Bitcoin would leave within 48 hours. So you've just got a much better degree of security from any corporation you would ever trust. You don't have to. And then you've just got a lot less political risk because it's the most mobile property on the earth.
Bitcoin development and technology used. Going on in the interview, Michael Saylor also discusses the open source software in the development of Bitcoin. He shares how less is more, and this is what has made Bitcoin a $1 trillion network.
I think it's an extraordinary example of probably one of the best successes, if not the best success, of open source development in our lifetime. And you couldn't have said that after 1 or 2 years, but I think that after 12 years, I think you look back at it, and shake your head and wonder. It's pretty extraordinary. As a large hodler, I would say my general views towards software is measure twice, cut once, move forward thoughtfully, carefully, I think there's two types of mentality, right? You've got the engineers that keep want to add bells and whistles as fast as they can because they think that features make their product successful. And they tend to have sexy products, but oftentimes they collapse under their own weight because either of attack surfaces or instability, or what you find is a long tail of features, and you add the 11th feature and it's appealing to 0.01% of the people. So I think that that's one idea. And then there's the other idea, which is just less is more, and what's the simplest possible thing you can build that will meet the requirement of the market. I think that Bitcoin's already there, right? Bitcoin could be a $10 trillion or $100 trillion network based on what it has. So you kind of have to weigh things on the side of don't break it more than improve it.
Latest Bitcoin news and updates. So guys, with that we come to the end of Saylor's interview, and as I said in the beginning, now I will share with you the latest trends and news in the Bitcoin world. Recently, a research report with the title Rising Bitcoin Adoption Tide was published by the Bloomberg Intelligence that predicted Bitcoin price may hit $400,000 level in 2021. According to the report, Bitcoin's fundamental and technical underpinnings are improving, while gold's deteriorate. Most indicators point to an accelerating pace of Bitcoin replacing the metal as a store of value in investors' portfolio, it added. Another amazing news that has shocked the world is that Bitcoin Boom minted 9 new cryptocurrency billionaires in 1 year. Up to 12 cryptocurrency billionaires have made it onto Forbes' 35th annual billionaires list in the world, from just 4 last year. According to Forbes, the world's richest exploded to an unprecedented 2,755, and that is 660 more than a year ago. Overall, they're worth $13.1 trillion, up from $8 trillion on the 2020 list. Isn't it absolutely remarkable? And with this, we come to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more such engaging content. Also, tell us in the comments, what do you think about Michael Saylor's advice to all the new Bitcoin investors? Thanks for watching.